Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another show of Mac Vismo. You already know we on it 7 days a week. You know how we do. Today I am here to convince you, to dig in your pockets and to see if the Nintendo Switch is worth buying in 2020. We all know, most people know that the Nintendo Switch was released 3 years ago. I think it was in 2017. The Nintendo Switch is a great quarantine device to have around this time because most people are in. So we're gonna find out if the Nintendo Switch is worth buying in 2020 right after I cue the intro. No intro? Oh, okay. All right, so basically we're gonna talk about the durability, we're talking about the quality of it, we're talking about portability and all that extra stuff, and my experience with the Nintendo Switch, so I can persuade you to get it for your kid or for yourself. Yo, this intro is random. It just pop up out of nowhere. So let's go. So the Nintendo Switch was released in 2017. Nintendo had made a big comeback after the Wii U and the other Nintendo, which I've never really played. I think I played the DS for a little bit, played Golden Sun. It was my favorite game on there. I got really bored of it after a long while. It just didn't do it. The quality is made out of plastic, but it still feels good for what it is. But what I like about the Nintendo Switch is how modular it is. What comes in the package when we unbox it, this is not an unboxing, so I'm gonna tell you what I get in the package. I got a dock, I also got a console, and with the console you get a pair of Joy-Cons, and as well as the connections, the HDMI connection and a USB Type-C power cable, and also it comes with USB. But what I did, I purchased some, you know me, I'm gonna purchase the extra stuff. So what I did get, I also bought the bag, exclusively a proprietary bag for the Nintendo Switch that has all slots for every item that you get. So the Joy-Cons, it comes with a little extension grip that goes on the Joy-Cons. So with the Joy-Cons you get two. You can buy 4 or even 6. It's up to you. 3 pairs, 2 pairs. I have 2 pairs of Joy-Cons. So the Joy-Cons, what I like about the Joy-Cons is the fact that when you add the little grips to it, it gives you a more beefier hold or a more grippier hold of the Joy-Cons. So the Joy-Cons, you can split those, remove them from the console, and also share it amongst your friends, your family, and turn that into a 2-player, a 4-player, depends on how much player. The screen is not so big, so I think 4-player is the most that you can go on it, but I think if you drop it on the television you can go 6-player. So that's what I like about the Joy-Cons. Also in the package I purchase the Pro Controller. The Pro Controller is a single controller that have all the buttons that's on the 2 Joy-Cons. It has the L1, L2, and they also have all the other trinkets, buttons I call them, on the Pro Controller, so you can use that if you really don't want to have the 2 Joy-Cons. And also I forgot to mention that I also got a grip in my package, a Joy-Con grip. It's not connected, it's not powered by anything, it's just to grip your Joy-Cons, but they do have the powered grip that you can put the Joy-Cons on for a better or a longer experience, because the battery, though, they don't die that fast, but they go over time. And if you're playing the Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Con, when the Joy-Con battery is dead, it tends to leech off of the game. And yeah, buy Joy-Cons, get your own power. So once it runs out of power, it's starting to suck the power from the Nintendo Switch, which is fine. I'd expect that. I wouldn't want my Joy-Cons to die and my console is still working. For example, with the portability, I just like how modular it is. You can be playing a game, you can be playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is my favorite game. I'm a big fan of Zelda. That's the main reason why I purchased the Nintendo Switch. Say you're playing Zelda Breath of the Wild and you have to go take a potty break, or number 2, or I don't want to say it on camera, and you're in a critical moment where you didn't want to lose, and with technology, a cell phone or a portable game such as this, your bathroom breaks are going to be longer.
6.5 hours later. 2,000 years later.
He's not cheating, ladies. He's not cheating. He's just playing a Nintendo Switch in the bathroom. The fact that you can remove it and continue where you left off. Screen quality, the console itself is a 720 resolution, which is good. It's not bad. And when you dock it on the television, it goes to a 1080p. When it comes to 1080p or anything lower, my eye adjusts to that really fast. My eyes cannot adjust to the 4Ks. Like, I put my PlayStation 4 on 4K television and I immediately have to remove it because my eyes was not moving fast enough to all those pixels in the, it was too much for me. So I realized 1080p or 720 or lower, it works well for my eyes. I don't know if I need glasses, but I see pretty well. But when it comes to playing video games, I cannot do 4Ks. I'm sorry, my eyes are not adjust for it. So the Nintendo Switch actually delivers great quality, and you know, check out the demo for yourself. Let's go for price. At the time, it was close to 400 bucks when I bought it. Now you can get that on Amazon for $250. You can go on Facebook Market or Mercari or Letgo. What I like mostly about the Nintendo Switch is it uses the micro SD card versus Sony PS Vita uses a proprietary card, which is very expensive. Sony, why are your cards so expensive? Yeah, in my Nintendo Switch, I use a 128 gigabyte card. It's pretty fast. It supports 4K. I think it's a class 3 memory card. I have no problem with it. It has never crashed, has never died, no errors, none of that. So I do save games on it that I purchased from the e-store on Nintendo, or I like to go to the GameStop and get like pre-owned games and stuff like that. Game cards is very similar to the Wii U. You know, they're a little thicker and better quality. You can actually go online and get accessory. Like, I have this cute little case that I bought. It has where you got the Joy-Cons in there. It has all the game cards. You put the Nintendo Switch in there. You can also put a charger. The Nintendo Switch do support touch. It's a touch screen. Can't do a lot with the touchscreen, but it supports touchscreen to navigate through menus and stuff like that. But mostly it needs the support of a Joy-Con to go all the way through. Smash Brothers, which is the brand new one, is out. Of course I got that. I had to get, I actually was in line to get the Smash Brothers. I remember when I was in line, it was like, I remember I look around, it was all nerds. Like, you know, guys in their glasses. So look at all these nerds. And then I really look at myself, I'm like, oh crap, I think I just insulted myself because I was there. All my favorite games are coming back to the Nintendo Switch. What I'm waiting for is Golden Sun. That's like one of my top favorite game, and the Breath of the Wild, Zelda. Woo! I played that for hours. I took vacation I took 2 weeks vacation from my job just to play Zelda Breath of the Wild. It was an amazing experience. Zelda Breath of the Wild is recommended if you went out and grabbed the game because of this feedback I'm giving you in regards to the Nintendo Switch. You have to get Breath of the Wild. If you don't play it, you have to get that Breath of the Wild. It's a really good game. Make sure you got snacks because it's going to be a long hours when you start playing that. If you pick the game up, please get a screen protector, because for some reason, by over time sliding the game in and out of the dock, kind of scratches the screen, and you don't, if you're like me, you don't like for family and stuff, you might want to try that game. What is that game called again? ARMS. Yeah, see, it's not even on yet. I remember ARMS. What I like with ARMS is just the fact that the Joy-Cons are your arms. When you strap the Joy-Cons in and you playing arms and you're punching left, right, blocking, it does mirror on the game by using the gyroscope in the Joy-Cons, you know. And sometimes the Joy-Cons do lose a little connectivity in one of them, you know. Sometimes it's the battery probably deteriorating or something, or it loses that connection briefly, so you might have a little delay in one of the controller, but it's not often. It happens. It just happens here and there, like maybe once a week, I'd say it happens, but it doesn't happen a lot. I'm about to finish up the Breath of the Wild. I haven't fought Ganon yet, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Oh, you guys are still here. You haven't get your, come on, you gotta go get this game. Make sure you get that Mr. Shifty too. It's a really good game. Mr. Shifty. Mac Vismo out. Like, subscribe, your shit.